You are looking live at beautiful St. George. Thank you for those who are joining us via live stream on the Game On Live Studio app or YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we're going to start today, ladies and gentlemen, here in beautiful St. George with the performance of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please pause, remove your caps, and think about the great country that we have as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Today performed by Iron Giant's mother and race crew member, Heather McGinnis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Heather McGinnis. What a beautiful rendition. Fantastic way to start our races today.
Oh, we start with chills.
Yes, we do, every time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you watching on Goals, thank you so much for being a part of this. Please comment about where you're watching from. It's kind of fun to see where our listeners are watching from. We've had as far as the Philippines yesterday, as well as Hawaii, South Dakota, Indiana, even Pennsylvania, Alabama. So let us know where you're watching from, and we'll give you a shout out.
That's pretty exciting, Lance, as we look towards our first wave of races today. That's going to be Wave 7, our JVA Girls Split 1. We're about 10 minutes away from when you need to start staging at 8:45 for a 9 o'clock start time for the JVA Girls Split 1 and then our JVA Girls Split 2. Please make sure you're at staging at 8:50 and then with a 9:05 start time for that first wave there. We're going to have some great racing on tap today. Fantastic course. Got to ride it about 3 times over the course of the last couple of days. In particular, yesterday evening was absolutely beautiful. Got to ride that with a number of race crews. We did the final sweep of the evening. We had Holly and Justin and Joseph. We had Bo and Cindy out there. We just had an absolute riot. Stephen was there too, and beautiful, beautiful course there. It's a longer course at over 7 miles there, and it's going to test the endurance as all of our courses have throughout the season. And we are going to have some exciting races here for state championship finals.
Yeah, we're about 25 minutes away from our first race. And JVA girls will start us off today, as mentioned. JVA boys will follow at 10:15 and 10:20. And then we'll have a next wave of JVA boys at 11:25 and 11:30. So there's 4 different splits of our JVA boys. And 12:45 will be our varsity girls. And then our varsity boys will start at 2 p.m. and 2:05. We'll have 2 splits of our varsity boys.
Lance, I wanted to just pick up on something you said a few minutes ago, and that is one of our sponsors is USA Cycling. And not only do they sponsor and support us here at the high school league level, but as many of these riders, as you mentioned, also, these riders, while some of them it's their first race or maybe it's their last race of their high school career, that might just be the beginning of an even longer and more illustrious career in other venues. And USA Cycling, they are also the sanctioning body that helps prepare our Olympic cyclists. I know when I was involved in BMX racing, I had a chance to go to Chula Vista, California, and visit the Olympic Training Center for BMX. They do that for our Olympic cycling athletes there. They are the sanctioning body. They help provide training and support for those athletes there. And who knows, Lance, here among this group, there is almost certainly one of our future national champions, one of our future competitors on the UCI World Tour. Maybe even an Olympic medalist in the mix. I don't think that's too far of a stretch.
Well, last year we had our friend Haley Batten was here last year, a member of the USA Olympic team. And she raced, she was out of Park City. And she raced Olympically and it was in 2021, even though it was the 2020 Olympics. And she's planning on making her name famous as well in 2024 in the Olympic team. And I think those are in LA, aren't they? I think the Olympics, Summer Olympics are are they in Paris? Or okay, maybe Paris. Well, we're going to have to look that up now. Because I thought it was LA, but you're saying Paris, and I think they're both could be correct. We have to find out where the 2024 Summer Olympics are. They are in Paris. Okay. All right. So, yeah, she's going to be hopefully representing the United States in Paris during the Olympics.
So, Lance, I've got to shower some praise on our fantastic race crew. I don't know if you're aware of this, but right in the midst of races yesterday, there was a spot here out to the west where we were having riders that were kind of getting bottled up a little bit in a particular spot. And race crew jumped into action there. They assessed the problem, chose a course of action. And that course of action was actually to create about 100 yards of new race course to avoid the bottleneck area there. And I was lucky enough to kind of jump in with that crew there. It was like the SEAL team or Delta Force equivalent of race crew that jumped in and cleared out this 100-yard stretch that I think is going to be more effective in helping keeping our riders from bunching up and falling on top of themselves there. So shout out to race crew. These are dedicated folks that are here because they love it and make our races as fun and exciting as they are.
They want the best race possible, bar none. That's just what they want. And I did find out, Chris, that you are correct. It's 2024 is in Paris. 2028 is in Los Angeles.
Well, there we go. I guess I'm old enough to remember I was 9 years old when they were last in L.A., which was the '84 Olympic Games. And if you remember, that was the Olympic Games that the now former Soviet Union decided not to attend. And
that was a boycott year. Yep.
That's right. And I won a lot of free Big Macs from the McDonald's that nearly went bankrupt because the United States won so many medals. They were giving away so much food.
I think they did a Simpsons episode about that.
They did. They did.
Not with McDonald's, with Krusty Burger or something like that. And you just got me. You got me on a Simpsons kick now. Now all of a sudden, I'm thinking about that. My wife would be very disappointed with me. All right, we're starting to see a lot of people gather there in the infield as we're getting ready for the first race of the day to start. We're about 19, 18 minutes away.
That's an impressive crowd there, isn't it, Lance? Look at that crew. We've got
They
friends,
are ready
family.
to go. This is weeks and months and even years of preparation now for state championship weekend. This is super fun. Not every rider who raced JVA got to come to the to race. It's there is a qualification for state championship. They had to have a certain number of points from the 6 regions to race here in St. George. So these riders not only have worked hard, but they have shown a lot of great finishes. You'll see a lot of winners from run races here, a lot of podium placements that will be racing here today. So very exciting. These riders not only have worked hard to finish, but they have worked hard to place high enough in their respective races to be able to be invited to get to St. George.
That's right, Lance. All kinds of respect to these riders who have earned their spot here in the state championship finals. We have seen throughout the course of our 2022 season that our student athletes, they are made out of tough stuff. We have seen them work through challenging and sometimes some dangerous weather conditions. We've seen them overcome mechanical breakdowns mid-race. We've seen them battle health or hydration issues there. But they have come back, they haven't given up, and they've really shown their true grit. And our hats off to our student athletes. We're a little bit biased, but we think we've got the best in the business here, and we offer our heartfelt and sincere respect.
Well, it's fun is I'm a teacher in high school, and I get to see these athletes Monday through Friday, and they get excited about race day weeks in advance, and it's super fun. They'll walk in, they're like, hey, you're going to be at Soldier Hollow, or you're going to be at Manaway, or wherever it is we're headed. And it's super fun, especially as we get approaching and we can see the weather forecast. We're like, oh man, it's going to be hot, or oh man, you're going to get wet, and it's going to be fun. They get so excited. And so a shout out to all of my students as well. I'm sure as they cross the finish line today, or as I see them, I'll be saying hello to them. If you don't mind, I'll say hello to my students.
I think that's fantastic, Lance. What a fun experience for you to be an educator and to see your students become student athletes and to share in those experiences there. Thank you so much for your service as an educator. We appreciate all you do, and that's a great segue into our coaches. We have such dedicated coaches, assistant coaches, ride leads, sweeps, team managers, those that do so much behind the scenes. We thank you so much for providing that fundamental and foundational introduction to this fantastic sport of mountain biking. You introduce our student athletes in such a fantastic way that shows them how to have fun, but also teaches them great skills, helps them improve their fitness, helps them improve their strategy. We know sometimes that being a coach can be sort of a thankless job, but coaches, we see you, and thank you for all of the time and effort that you put in on behalf of our student athletes, on behalf of our kids.
Yes, and you brought up me as an educator, and that's my job. But these coaches, this is not their job. They don't get paid. They are all volunteer, and so they have jobs on top of their coaching responsibilities. And so it's quite the time commitment, especially with the compensation, at least financially, being next to zero or zero, flat out. And so, yes, coaches are just spectacular, and we thank you so much, coaches. They do this because they love it. Many of them are cyclists themselves. Most of them, I would venture to say, are cyclists themselves and are excited to give back to the cycling community, the mountain biking community, and that's why this is such a great league, is it provides that gateway for this to happen.
That's right. Gathered around the Jumbotron here, folks. We got fans gathered around there. You can take a look here. We appreciate the great footage from Game On Live Studios and the Goals Mobile. We're got some great footage from them. Check out their QR code so that you can view the live streaming, both here on the venue as well as out in the interwebs there.
I'm going to go to see where the party is. I'm walking over here. You're the party.
That is
What's
a party.
your name? What's your name? Yeah. If you say I'm the party, I'll need to know your name. Harper. Harper's the party. Yes. What school? You represent? What's that? Blackridge. What's the high school you're representing? Oh, Cedar Valley. That's right, Eagle Mountain. All right, rock on, rock on.
Lance, we got Brad and Cassidy here. They are now world famous. They're on the Jumbotron. If you're on the Jumbotron, that means you've arrived.
Shields has not received any donuts yet, ladies and gentlemen, or hot chocolate. So those are being requested as payment for fixing your bikes. How's that?
That's right. Lance, just one more shout out here to Travis Cottom. That's Cassidy's uncle that has so generously provided the front end loader from Blackridge Contractors, and they provided the Jumbotron here and the means by which we can watch it here in the infield there. We really appreciate Travis. There's so many folks like him that are behind the scenes that have donated and that have been great sponsors to the league. Thank you so much. Lance, are you in the party?
I am back party, and it is one. Look at this. This is like Black Friday.
Lance, did you go to the dance last night? Who went to the dance last night?
So there you go. At least I was there for a minute. It was.
Lance, we're losing you. Folks, we're about 10 minutes away from the start of our first JVA Girls Split 1 at 9 o'clock. Lance, we've lost you in a sea of humanity out there. Send up a flare. Folks, as we are set to begin our first wave of races, we remind you that we not only want to provide the fastest course for our riders, but we also want to provide the safest course for our riders. One of the ways that we do that is make sure that as you're near the race course, please stay out of the race course itself. Look both ways as you're crossing. If you're here by the infield there, please only cross the course at the designated crossing areas there. We have volunteer crossing guards that are there to assist you. Follow their instructions. They will help not only keep you safe, but our riders safe here for this all-important state championship race today. Good morning, Coach. Nice to see you. I do hear it's a great day to be a minor. It's catchy. Coach Fulweiler is the proud owner of a beautiful and fairly loud Hyper Threads coaches shirt there. That's fantastic. Swing by Hyper Threads and grab yourself some of your own Hyper Threads racewear. Folks, as you look off to the north here, we've got our core values flags flying in the breeze here, there. If you take a look at it, our core values, which are fun, inclusivity, equity, respect, and community. If you take a close look there, that spells fierce. And fierce describes the attitude of our student-athlete riders out there. They are definitely fierce, but they also embody all of these 5 core values. It's one of the hallmarks of the NICA program as well as the Utah Mountain Bike Cycling League. We are less than 10 minutes away from the start of our first wave of races today. That's going to be our Fast and Furious JVA Girls Split 1 starting at 9, and then our JVA Girls Split 2 at 9:05. Folks, as I'm listening to radio chatter here from Race Crew, we're going through all of the different areas of Race Crew. It's kind of like at Ground Zero, just right before the launch of a rocket there, and it appears that all systems are go for a 9 o'clock start here for our first wave of races today. We are 4 minutes out from the start of our first wave of races this morning. Again, that's our JVA Girls Split 1. Then 5 minutes later, our JVA Girls Split 2 at 9:05. We're about 2 minutes out from the start of our first race of the day. Day 2 of state championship finals here. Beautiful Desert Canyons recreation area. Many thanks to the Burgess family. We're 1 minute away from race start today. Steven, I can hear you talking. Can you hear me? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. JVA girls are off. I see our neutral support folks over at Shields are already working on somebody's bike there. Thank you so much, Shields, for being here. I also see Destination Upfitters out there. They've got the fantastic Ford Raptor there with the rooftop tent and other overlanding accessories. Stop by and see them. Also, Mercedes-Benz Van Center Warner. Stop by and see that fabulous Sprinter van there that's outfitted for all kinds of fantastic adventures. Stop by My Medic. Stop by Velocirax. Stop by Indy Composites and Grip It Gloves and Wolf Optics. And say hi to Ben, our IT guy. We've got Jonas. He is our intrepid drone pilot today, providing some great footage here from the Goldsmobile. Check them out at gols.co. You can watch the live streaming of this event, both here on the venue as well as out in the interwebs land. We're about 2 minutes out from the start of our JVA Girls Split 2. Lance, did we lose you? We are 1 minute out from the start of our JVA Girls Split 2. Folks, the sun is coming up and I'm getting toasty here. Time to lose the hoodie. Riders and spectators alike, make sure that you are staying hydrated today. It's going to be warm. It was warm yesterday. Make sure you're taking on enough fluids so that you can stay healthy throughout the course of the day. Another way to stay healthy is to check out Ruby down there. They've got a great nutritional product there that is a fast and delicious way to eat your veggies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our JVA girls split number 2 are out on course. We'll keep an eye out for our JVA girls split 1 coming on in here. We'll get some names read off. We'll shout out to their schools there. We'll recognize them for the hard work and for their great training in which they've earned their spot to be here today at state championship finals. Lance, I thought we'd lost you, but I see you out there. You survived.
I made it. I went over to the party, and I got to be honest, those racers, those girls, that like gives me chills. It was so cool to see their excitement, to see the level of care. They all wanted to be there. They all cared. And everyone stayed upright on the start. That was super fun.
Fantastic.
Both
Just
ways,
lots
both
of
ways,
great
everyone
energy.
stayed up. So we're excited to see them race. They are excited. You could see the nervousness. They were trying to dance it off a little bit. But now you guys who are watching on Goals, either at home or wherever you are or here at the Jumbotron, what a great shot that is.
That is fantastic. Well done, Goals. We are just super excited to have this Jumbotron here again, provided by Travis Cottom and Black Ridge Contractors, as well as Audio Visions. And Mike Duffer, we thank you so much for providing this. And speaking of dancing, they were dancing their wiggles out. There was some great dancing going on last night over at the dance.
Oh my goodness, that was one of the funnest parties. They had a dance in the infield, like a legitimate dance. They had a DJ and everything. And I forget the DJ's name, so I'm gonna ask someone to tell me who that was. It was one of the coaches, but he had all the equipment and everything, and they were rocking. It was awesome.
It was fun. What a great opportunity for our student athletes to get together in a fun atmosphere away from the race course there. Oh, it's Ginger. Come on. Show us your moves.
There's no way you can see exactly which racer's whom. They're just so fast. They look like a bunch of fast-moving ants. Look at those two racing to the top. Right away, you can see two that are pulling away at the top of this hill. How steep is that hill, Chris? You've ridden it.
It is. It's definitely steep. It's also got a number of punchy, techy, sort of ledgy climb areas there that were a lot of fun, but are certainly going to challenge riders. Their bike handling skills combined with endurance are going to be sort of the key to this over 7 mile race course today.
Yes, that's right. 7.25 miles is the race length. It is the longest course that we've ever had. They're doing 2 laps, so they'll be racing 14.5 miles today. Each lap is 550 feet of climbing, so we'll come times that by 2. You got 1,100 feet of elevation climbing, and you can see right there, that's quite a bit of it right there. So once they get to the top of that ridge, there they start a slight downhill. You can start to see their speed pick up. But they've got a lot of speed and a lot of mojo going up that hill. They're looking solid. They're looking smooth.
They definitely are, and Lance, you're right. As soon as they get to the summit there, they jump into a fun and I don't want to say flowy because it's more techy than it is flowy on the downhill. Again, one of the characteristics of this particular course, lots of ledges. That both going up and going down that our student athletes are going to have to negotiate there. A number of rocks that are fairly close together there where our student athletes are going to have to be mindful about pedal placement and make sure that they get through there without picking up a pedal there. It's also going to reward those that kind of have the bike skills there to look for perhaps pick up a few seconds as they navigate maybe slightly more risky but a little bit faster routes on the way down some of these downhill sections there. So a really great course for our state championship race, Lance.
What a great shot of these riders, these girls that are just so impressive. I was just telling one of our race directors, Ginger Hall, how much more fun they are at the start. They are a lot more fun. They dance. They get their wiggles out. The guys are just like, get out of the way, let us go. But the girls, they'll dance, they'll laugh, they'll joke, even though they're nervous. It gives you chills. It really does. Just gives you chills. All right, there we see one of the riders. Can't really tell if that's one of our leaders or not. Is that 2 riders? Or is that one rider? I can't tell who that is. I don't know who that is, if that's a leader or not. I don't know what part of the course that is. I do apologize. Those of you who are watching at home, I can't tell you exactly what section that is. But you get a great view of what. There's a perfect view right there. Thank you for backing up the camera a little bit. What a great view of what they are racing here in beautiful Utah's Dixie, Red Rocks country.
Yeah, definitely a beautiful venue here at the Desert Canyons Rec Center here. Many thanks to the Burgess family for the opportunity to be here and hold our state championship races here. Also, many thanks to our course marshals and course setters that put together a fantastic course for this state championship race.
Yes, absolutely. Look at this line right here. They are they've got like a little slight downhill, but look at the speed. That's a single track right there, so not any passing going on, but look at the speed that they are maintaining. Now they've got a gentle rise right there. Well, I won't say gentle. They do have a rise where they've got to get up.
And what a beautiful...
Sorry, I beg your pardon, Chris. Go ahead, tell us.
No, my apologies, Lance. And what a beautiful classic Southern Utah backdrop we have to those racers there. Mac and Kevin, what's
they're
up?
on the top of a ridge right now. The top of this ridge, yeah, you could see there's no trees. There's no cover from the sun. Thankfully, it's not hot. It might get a little warmer this afternoon. It's going to definitely get windier from what the forecast is saying. I hope it's wrong. But you can see right there, they're on top of that ridge. And look at the speed of these riders. They will finish each lap. Yesterday, the fastest riders we had was about 32 minutes per lap. That was the fastest. So I imagine 32 to 35 minutes is what these riders will come through with each lap. But you can kind of see how it zigzags back and forth in this course. So it's difficult to see who exactly is in front and who's trailing. But you can see what a great background right there. It's a photo worthy of the wall right there with all the riders on it and the this mountains in the background. You can see not a lot of trees not on this dry desert mountain.
Okay, let's do it, buddy.
We may not do the unibrow today, though.
Okay, well, I won't.
Maybe just the beard.
Okay, just the beard. All right, I like that. That is definitely postcard picture perfect there, isn't it, Lance?
That's fantastic right there.
Got a nice crew gathered around the Jumbotron here. Bring your camping chairs and set up camp here and watch your student athletes out on course and then cheer them on as they come across the finish line. Again, state championships. This is the culmination of not just this season, but for many of them, a number of years racing high school mountain bikes. We have, I'm absolutely biased, but we have some of the best student athletes around. They show true grit. They show good sportsmanship. They show fantastic bike handling skills. And they show that they can have fun. They really and truly embody our 5 core values that we promote with NICA. That's fun, inclusivity, equity, respect, and community. All of those things as we seek to build strong bodies, strong minds. It's a great program. And somebody's cooking bacon out there.
Yeah, if you cook bacon here, you've got to bring me some. That's the rule.
Man.
There is a bacon smell going on here in the infield. And it is, well, how do I say this? It's almost like a cologne. It's almost like a perfume. If you had a bacon smell perfume, you would attract a lot of people. I'm just saying. You would have a lot of fans. Not just humans you would attract. It would be dogs and maybe wild animals. So you may not want to wear that in the middle of the forest there. I don't know who they are. It's definitely Gold Cross, but I don't know. What great shots here from goals. You can see now the riders right there. Wow, look at that. You can see the top right there, that rider that's going to your right. That looks right there. He looks like he has a yellow, or I beg your pardon, a orange vest. That is the sweep. Make sure no rider gets behind them. Make sure everyone's accounted for.
Again, folks, make sure you swing by over on the west of the coaches receiving area and check out all of our valued sponsors there. We've got Destination Upfitters. We've got Mercedes, Van Center, Warner. We've got My Medic. We've got Ruby. We've got Velocirax. Check them out. They've got their fantastic up to 7-place bike racks on display there. We've got Grip It gloves there. We've got Envy Composites. We've got Wolf Optics that are down there. We've got Jibe Cycles. Check out there. They've got a number of bikes on display that you can kick the tires literally and check them out.
Hey, folks, if you have a shout out or a birthday or some other major accomplishment or something fun you want us to tell about the rider as they finish up, let us know. We'll be happy to oblige. We did quite a few birthdays yesterday, so. Hey, folks, if you haven't had a chance, pull up KSL.com. There is an article that's on KSL, and I'm going to see if it's on the app right now. But one of our riders yesterday, and his name is Preston. He's out of Viewmont, but he's legally blind. And how he rides, he can see about 10 feet ahead of him. And how he rides is he will have a rider go in front and stay with him. And it was absolutely phenomenal to watch him finish. His name is Preston Page, and he has a little write-up done by Alex Cabrero of KSL. And I haven't seen it on the app yet, but it is on the website. But, yeah, Alex Cabrero was here yesterday talking about Preston Page, and who is legally blind, finishing this race. And unfortunately for Preston, it's a degenerative condition, so he may never be able to race again because his eyesight gets worse. And what his teammates did from Viewmont is they set up Christmas lights for him because they weren't sure he'd be able to see Christmas lights this year. So they set up Christmas lights for him to kind of give him a little bit of a early Christmas present. So go to KSL.com and look up Preston Page. What a fantastic article and story that was. Almost tear-jerking yesterday to see him finish. All right, you see two riders here on the screen now making their way through that single track. I do believe that those are leaders. I do believe. You can see how close they are to that main road there on the left-hand side. But they are going up. That looks like that's an uphill. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yeah, I believe so.
What a venue. Look at what they're riding through.
It is. It is a gorgeous view, and if they're where I think they are, as they get up to the top here, they look out to the north there, and they get a great view of the fairly new St. George Airport there. It's kind of fun as you see the planes taking off and landing, and then they make their way sort of due east across the top of this mesa here, and then they drop down out to our east here before they head on into the finish line. Folks, we hope that it doesn't become necessary today, but if you have a situation where you need medical attention, we have medical staff on venue here, both from race crew as well as from Gold Cross Ambulance Service. We appreciate them being here today to help keep us safe. In the event that you need something like that, either for a student athlete or for a spectator, either make your way to the first aid tent that's over by the registration and volunteer tent, or ask somebody with a race crew kit on, and we can direct you to a place where you can get care. What do you think, Lance? People still kind of wiping the sleep out of their eyes if they were out partying last night at the student athlete dance?
They looked pretty energetic. Those girls were ready to roll.
Yeah, they looked ready to go there.
This is a great shot right here. Look at these riders. This is fantastic. Fantastic footage against that backdrop of that almost white mountain. That's not snow, it's dirt. And I don't know what that mountain is called, but what a great backdrop. Here you've got a lone rider here making her way on that single track there. You can see the road in the background, how close she is to that main road. What a great view from our drone camera. Great footage there. Great shooting there from our drone pilot. Look at that left-hand turn. Good turn. That, believe it or not, that's a little bit of a tricky turn because it can get loose. That dirt gets loose, and what loose dirt is almost like hands trying to grab your bike. They will stop. I hit sand once, and it stopped my bike dead in its tracks. So loose dirt is not your friend.
Yeah, Lance, as you drop down here on this section that comes across the north side of the venue here, the sand snakes are definitely out on each of my rides. There were a couple of times they just jumped right up, grabbed my tire there. I managed to keep it rubber side down, but the sand snakes are definitely out there. There's a couple of spots that will catch you off guard if you're not paying attention.
Yes, and that's one of the troubles about riding in a desert like this is it's hard pack, and then it's not, and it's camouflage, so it's tough to see. So these riders, we had a few who went down yesterday. No one was hurt, thank goodness, that we were aware of.
I've got one more question.
But they're looking good. They're looking solid.
I see our neutral support folks from Shields over here. They're looks like they've had sort of a steady stream of bikes come in for either a little bit of tune-up or on-the-fly repairs there. Again, if even mid-race, you can bring your bike by there. They'll jump into action like an F1 pit crew and do their best to get you out on course.
Has anyone been able to get you a donut or a hot chocolate yet? I don't think Shields is bribable with donuts and hot chocolate. So if you have any donuts or hot chocolate, send it on over to the Shields folks. They would greatly appreciate it, I'm sure.
And then walk on down and take a look at Tilt Industries. Jump on that bike there that they've got on their manual trainer that also doubles and triples as both a service stand as well as a storage stand.
Did you try it yet, Chris?
I have, not at this race, but yeah.
I can't do it. That's pretty intense to be able to do what they do. I can't do it yet.
Yeah, those being able to manual, that's quite a skill there, and lots of great places to use it. Not just for style, although you get extra style points, but serves a lot of practical purposes too, especially as you make your way over the top of some of these ledgy obstacles here. If you can keep that balance there on that back tire, get over those obstacles a little bit better, gain a couple of seconds. Swing by and say hello to Spencer over there at the Taj Mahal of sponsor tents there at Hyper Threads. He's got a lot of things on clearance and on sale today. He can do custom hats and blankets and shirts. Get you taken care of there. Lots of great league racewear. Again, Hyper Threads provides the fantastic racewear that myself and Lance and the rest of us at Pit Crew that we proudly wear as we set up and officiate our races there, provided by Hyper Threads. Do a little Christmas shopping.
Look at this drone footage here from Goals. Look right along that ridge. My goodness. Great job. These athletes handling that beautifully. That looks quite dangerous, but it's secure, but what a great shot right there.
Lance, we need to get you out on course one of these times, man. You need to go for a ride. We need to get you out on a ride on that there.
I would love to. It's called I work and I have kids. the two downsides to any cyclist. Working kids.
That's right.
So, and they're young kids. I mean, we'll get them out here soon. My daughter will be racing next year with the Junior Devos. Very excited. She's excited. She'll be in the 7th grade next year. And then I have a son who will turn 4 on Monday. So, I'm very excited for him. He loves riding his bike. I have a little shotgun seat that he'll jump on, and he always wants to go do the bumps.
That's perfect. Well, we'll look forward to being able to call your daughter's name next year when she jumps into competition.
All right, more riders now making their way, weaving through this single track. There's a lot of single track on this course, which makes passing difficult. You're not supposed to pass on a single track. So there's some areas where you got to pass. So when you see those passing areas, you got to act quick. And here comes these two riders as they make their way around that knob right there.
Lance, the word from goals is that those are our leaders there that are in shot right now.
And if these are two leaders, this is a fantastic course. There we go. A lot of. Chris. Got to make sure I don't have any technical difficulties here. Folks, I just want you to know what's going on over here at the announcer's booth. Someone is getting their beard painted purple. It's purple. Yeah, this is what we do in our spare time. We paint each other's hair. All right, we've got our first racers coming through, making their way through to start lap number 2. The first one here, this is our one of our course marshals. Course marshal, yay. Got riders behind you. But here we go, our first 2 leaders wearing white jerseys, 1 and 2. We'll give you names here in just a second. We don't have names yet, or did not pop up, did they? Yeah, Lily Tridle from Dixie. Yes, she was one of them. And the other one was Brindley Agard of Lone Peak. So, Brindley Agard of Lone Peak and Lily Tridle of Dixie. We're 1-2 right now. Looks like a pretty good lead, as I can't even see third place, rather. So a substantial lead from those 2 athletes.
Lance, what was your guess on lap times? Weren't you right around 32 minutes? Was that your guess?
Yeah, 32 is what we had yesterday as one of our fastest. That was sub 32, by the way. Their lap time was sub 32, was 31 and change. So we've got our a new fastest lap time. They even beat the boys.
Nice work, ladies. Just shows our student athletes, our female student athletes there, putting down super hot laps there as they make their way out for the second of 2 7.25-mile laps here at the Desert Canyons course. Seeing other riders out here to the north as they make their way towards the finish line.
Yeah, we've got our next one, our third place rider is now approaching the 5 core principal value flags from NICA. Fun, inclusivity, equity, respect, and community. And a biker is trying to pace this rider. I don't know who that is. But here we go. Our next rider now making her right turn, sweeping toward the finish line. Still go out for lap number 2. She's already done 7.25 miles. Here we go. This rider is from Park City.
That's going to be, let's see, Addison Lundberg, Park City High School.
Nice job, Addison. She's heading out for lap number 2. She's by herself, so that can be pretty lonely. But she's doing great. So far, she's got herself on the podium. She's in 3rd place. Hey, at Envy, for those of you who are here, Envy Composites has for the racers a little fun sticker, a new sticker that Envy has created. So go get yourself a sticker. All right, next rider coming through now. This is a Crimson Cliffs rider by the name of Gwen Tuttle. So Gwen Tuttle. And one of our Mountain Ridge riders now making her way. That's Megan Anderson. Megan Anderson right now coming through in 5th. And our next one wearing a leader's jersey. She's from Skyline. That is Helena Archibald. And then Cameron Badger from Skyline now coming through. And now the riders coming through fast and furious, including Piper Lancaster and Lucy Gibson. Here is one of our Corner Canyon riders, Brooklyn Schallenberger. Alyssa Meadows, also of Corner Canyon. And now we're going to start seeing riders coming through fast and furious. A group of riders here. Look at that cadence from that American Fork rider. Tons of riders now coming through, looking good, looking solid. A lot of good cadence, a lot of good speed.
Lance, these riders are looking fresh out there as they head out for their second lap. Hats off to them.
Yeah, it looked like they just went on a warm-up lap. They are ready to roll. So a bunch of riders coming through. We do promise them when they come through on their finish lap that we will get their names read out. There's Cedar Curtis out of Mountain Ridge getting it done. Our riders looking fresh, looking fast, looking good. This is a good day.
That's Brooklyn Bailey, Corner Canyon High School, followed by a trio of riders there. That includes Kate Gillespie, Lexi Wheatley, and Lacey Munns. That's going to be Weber High Rider. That's going to be Winley Marriott, followed by Emma Shepard, Davis High School. 37-33 lap times there for those two riders there coming across the finish line for second of 2 laps.
I have an idea, Chris. Here's an idea for us. We need to get a mobile microphone and a bike, and then we're going to ride alongside the racers and talk to them during the race. How's that?
I will do that. I will gladly do that. That was Harper O'Neill and Kate Quell from Farmington.
Fantastic riding. Looking good, looking solid. Make sure you eat, make sure you drink. This is a long race. Get that water bottle out. Get that water bottle out. Get drinking.
That was Ellie Anderton, Izzy Benson, Jane Kim, also Isabel Blackburn, Caitlin Bonnet, and Sophia Clement, East High School. 38 minutes, 31 seconds there for that last group of female student athletes.
This is fantastic riding, gals. Nice job.
Stephanie Ball, Corner Canyon. Annabelle Erickson, Skyline. Hannah Murdoch, Lone Peak. Esme Haddon, Corner Canyon. Tay Christensen and Avery Wetstein, Corner Canyon. Kara Prime, Lehigh High School, and Samantha Robinson from Bonneville. Gwen Turner, Madeline Anderson, American Fork High School. Naya Lundy, Sky Ridge High School.
As you see here up on the ridge here on the goals, you can see these riders now. This is the part of the ride that is nearing the end, near the finish line here. And there is the actual finish line.
Absolutely. That's Maddie Wostenhume. And let's see, we've got Indy Watts, Camry Jepson, Jenica Olson, Kennedy Custer, Marissa Jacobson. Looks like we've got a Moab rider here. London. Nissen there. Kylie Frederick from Riverton High School. Kella Bykirk, Desert Hills High School. And from Copper Hills, that's going to be Ashley Brixley, Copper Hills High School. Sarah from Lone Peak High School. And her teammate from Lone Peak, that's going to be Sarah Cherney. Anya Hansen, Crimson Cliffs High School. Anya. Fremont rider right now, that's going to be Hope Blazard.
Hey, Chris, I'm currently standing on top of the Goalsmobile here. And this is a great shot right here. You can see a lot of fun stuff.
Lance, there's an Iron Maiden coming across the finish line.
Yeah,
that's going to be Katie Hall,
yeah,
Iron Maiden.
Ginger Hall, one of our director's daughter. So good job, Katie. Good job. Mom's cheering you on. She's neglecting her duties right now to cheer you on. Right, Ginger? Right? I'm just teasing, Ginger. You know I'm on top of the van if you can't hear me, if you can't see me.
I can hear you.
Maybe she doesn't care. Maybe that's what it is. Some great shots here. Look at this. So riders have been out for 43 minutes. And we've gotten many of the riders who have come through. You can see several who are still on their way to get through lap number 1 and start out lap number 2. These riders are the best of their divisions, best of their regions. They are fantastic riders. They know how to handle their bikes. This is really cool. Nice job. Keep drinking. Keep drinking.
Camille Ferguson from the Grove of Pleasantries, Pleasant Grove High School.
Chris, you got to get up here.
What? Copper Hills High School, that's going to be Abby French.
I don't know.
Morgan and Skyline, that's going to be Amelia Phillips and Brielle Seal, Morgan High School. Oh, thanks. I do. Thanks so much. Sure appreciate it. That's kind of you.
Does my mic still work? Yeah, I dropped my microphone off the Goals Mobile. It still works, though.
Elsie Knapp and Sadie Skeen, Ellie Harvey, Eliza Haight, Wasatch High School. Brooke Tyler, Crimson Cliffs High School. Lilia Ramsey, Salt Lake City Composite, followed by Highland Rider. Lillian Durham, Highland High School, the Rams. 40 minutes, 17 seconds there for Lillian. Park City and Quarter Canyon Riders. That's going to be Natalie Best and Claire Larkin, followed by Kai Siemens, Mountain Ridge High School. Bingham Rider coming into view. It's a great day to be a minor. That's going to be Natalie Bushel, followed closely by Winry Richardson, McKinley Brown, and Scout Mathewson, Wasatch High School. Brindy Busk, Sevier Valley Composite, and Kaya Stoddard, Dixie High School. Also, Maggie Boyak and Emma Miller in the mix there. Julia Baird, also from Viewmont. Eliza Gardner, Skyline High School, and Nora Ransom, Timpanogos High School. Nicely done, ladies. Wasatch Rider coming across the finish line. That's going to be Ellie Lundquist, followed by L.S. Scoville, Lone Peak High School, and Lauren Justice, and Bailey Atherley, Maggie Sorensen, and Taylor Underhill. Skyline Rider, Kate Johnson, and Lehigh. Alyssa Gunnell, followed by Presley McGowan, Wasatch High School. Lots of riders coming into view here as you look north. We got a good crew gathered here at the finish line. Make sure you stay off the snow fencing there. Don't lean on the snow fencing, please. Riverton High School. That's going to be Hannah Huntington. We got a peloton of riders approaching the finish line here as they head out for their second of 2 laps. Let's see who we've got in this crew here. We'll get you named off here as soon as we can. In that group there, we've got Hannah Huntington, Jessica Whitehead, Rachel Jacobson, Katie Shakespeare, Ellery Weber, Sophia Junick, Kate Apking, Rachel Mott, Quinn Bradley, Ava Dye, Dixie High School. Also, Bristol Norda and Jessica Hacking, Farmington High School in the mix. All right, showing lots of enthusiasm. That's going to be Adeline Gardner, Farmington High School. That's Amanda Bullock. It's a great day to be a minor. That's going to be Oakley Delabout, Boxelder Composites, and Michaela Barney, Skyridge High School, and Eliza Waters, Bonneville High School. Dixie High School right now, that's going to be Lana Sprague. Lone Peak Rider, Aspen Moody. 45 minutes, 30 seconds there for this last group of riders there.
These riders are looking good. They've got a nice little cheering section going on.
That's going to be Emma Maynard and Vivian Widmeyer, Bryn Nelson. Also, London Frederico and Alexis Ingram. Also, Anna Luster, Wasatch High School in the mix there. Skyline rider approaching the finish line. That's going to be Ava Hansen. Sophia Araya, Lone Peak High School. Avery Prowse, Farmington High School, and Lauren Rudeus, Farmington High School. And Jamie Tolley, Springville High School. McKenna Williams, Hurricane High School. Excuse me, Hurricane.
Yeah,
Sorry. Man, I'm gonna get I'm gonna be tarred and feathered here any minute. Hurricane, sorry, I gotta put on my Southern Utah twang.
That's right. I once was talking to someone, and I was in San Francisco, and he says, yeah, I'm coming out to go skiing at Alta. And I
and then are they going to go to Zion?
And then Zion afterwards.
Right now, folks, that's going to be Molly Mae Sims from Park City and Leah Rogers. But here, Lance, here's the question. If it's Hurricane, why is it not Lavurican?
Someone from Hurricane once told me, and I can't remember the answer, had something to do with where the founder is from or something like that.
Gotcha.
But oh, that's who that is. Take a look at this. Folks, near the finish line right here. What's your name? Marcus. He's got a backpack that looks like, I don't know what it is, but he is filming is what that is. That is a camera on his back. So you can see Marcus, that he's got a huge camera or maybe several cameras on his back. That is fantastic. So shout out to our friend Marcus giving us some great shots for our year-end video.
And we had Nicole Rice from American Fork High School and Jocelyn Jensen from Lehigh come through.
Yeah, so one of the things that yesterday, Tanya and I kept mixing up the word ride and race, and we'd come up with rice. So anytime we see someone with the name Rice, we go like, yep, someone's a ricer. Or a rider and a racer get combined, and we call them raiders. Yeah, so you got raiders doing this rice. Yeah.
These are the jokes, folks. These are the jokes.
These are the Rylan Hellowell, Riley Coates have come through to start lap number 2. I don't hear anybody laughing. That's the problem. My stand-up comedy act is I would always be first. I would not be the headliner. That is for sure. In my stand-up comedy bit.
Oh, come on. You've got a great future in comedy, Lance. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, telling them jokes about bikes that they don't understand.
Nice crowd gathered here at the finish line. Lots of great places to spectate off to the north here as they come down through this section here that's got lots of sand snakes out there.
Embarrassed that your hair
All right, folks, let's give this rider a cheer here. We'll get you some names here in just a second. Lone Peak rider. That's going to be Miriam Lloyd, Lone Peak High School. Folks, drop down by sponsors row there. Take a look at our valuable sponsors. We've got Velocirax, we've got Grip-It Gloves, we've got Ruby Nutrition down there. We've got the folks from Van Center Warner. Take a look at that fabulous Sprinter van down there. Take a look at Destination Upfitters. Lance, are you seeing the headgear out here? Are you seeing the antlers on the straw hats? Who you got out there with the antlers on the straw hats out there? I know you hear me. Well, whoever you are, nicely done. Great headgear. Yes. Many thanks to our dedicated race crew. We've got our fearless leader, Dallin Atack, puts together a fantastic program. We've got a great crew here that set up this course on Thursday. It was a lot of fun, and then lots of behind-the-scenes work going on here. Right now, we got one of our medics. That's Scott. He does a great job for us. Thanks so much.
Rolling medic.
His daughter's going to be racing.
Accident on course. No. A good tune, too.